Public Spirit Guide reading, Baddie Training Edition. The beginning of the month. Hello and welcome back to another Public Spirit Guide reading with Captain Kate. This reading is for Jennifer_Sullivan 382. And for those of y'all that are not familiar with my page, everything that I say is completely channeled, so look into it. And I go off what the guides tell me to, so let's get started. Okay, Jennifer, the first guide that comes through for you was really hard to find. She's more cartoony, but definitely this, like, defined. She's doing all kinds of acrobatics, but the most prominent thing I see about her are these crazy ass spiral, big old fucking spiral eyes. She's manic as fuck. She's manic. But she's pulling in all the things to her, and I know you're doing a fire walk right now, and so I kept asking her, does it have anything to do with that? Does it have anything to do with that? And she's like, no. But yes, so we're just gonna go into it. Whenever I ask them if there's a human name that they prefer to be called, they say Ashtar, which is really odd. I don't know if you have an affinity for that name, but I see like your color in here. So I think there's aspects of you that you need to merge in. Like I think you need to merge in with this guide and exchange you information. Holy shit. Whenever I asked them what their purpose is, they're showing me, this is crazy. Whenever I ask them what their purpose is as being your spirit guide / spirit team member, she shows me like, this is definitely like seer talk. So clapping and then raising the fire and literally controlling it with her hand and speaking to the fire. I don't know if I had to call this anything, I'd call it a fire speaker, fire talkie, I don't know. The fire, it looks like, guides you where to go. So I would, yeah, you could utilize this guide by doing that. Pathways and stuff. Whenever I ask them how they communicate with you, it looks like through seeing. They show you with like hand movements and stuff like that. On to the next guide. All right, Jennifer, so the next thing that comes through for you is like this really thick river of like this red substance, and it has the texture, whenever I touch it, of rock like this, but it looks like thick red substance, like liquid. There's another good one, but minus the water. There's like, it's not like a nature scene. It really resembles this the most, without the other color, like without the greens and oranges. It's this. Whenever I ask it if there's a name that it would prefer to be called, your guides are manic. There might be a purpose to this. I'm not, there is very, very neutral to these statements. This could just be the way they operate with you. But why I'm saying this is because whenever I ask it if there's a human name it would prefer to be called, it just laughs. Like, it's like, like a manic laughter. Whenever I ask it what its purpose is as being your spirit guide / spirit team member, it kind of shows, it creates like a moat around you, like a castle moat. But I think, or at least what it's shooting me, is that it's because of all the, like, your past boundaries stuff. And I will tell you, ain't nothing getting through this that you don't want it to. So it'd be like a form of your shielding that needs to be cleaned out every once in a while. I clean mine off about once a week or so. Just set something up to where you know that it needs to be cleaned, or just every week or every day, whatever. Whenever I ask it how it communicates with you, it does that same laughter. So I think that might be the signal and sign it's set up to now. Okay, love y'all. Bye.